Welcome back to the channel, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be finally cleaning these tins, the gas tank, the oil bag, and the rear fender. We're going to be knocking off several hundred, maybe thousands of miles worth of rust, dust, and crust all over these frickin' tins. And prepping them in today's video for painting. So we're going to be sandblasting them. Just got a new sandblasting cabinet. We're going to be spending some time on that thing. And yeah, basically cleaning these up and getting them ready for paint. First step, of course, is pulling all these bad boys off the bike. I enjoy working on my bike like this kind of deal. This is always fun. This is good stuff. Just you and your bike. Here. I haven't pulled this seat off in a while, pretty much all last summer. So this was kind of a surprise, seeing what happened underneath. I've got a little electronics box. There's the seat that I made. There is a video on that if you want to check that out, if you're interested. Draining the oil bag here. I love that lowbrow oil bag. That thing is sweet. And they have nice little provisions like an oil drain. Makes it easy to pull on and off. And you can kind of sort of do an oil change like that. I've been waiting to paint the bike because I still have some fabrication on the frame that I want to finish up. I need passenger pegs added, and then I want to clean up the neck. And then the more I look at it, the more I want to redo the rear fender one more time. But we'll see. It's sitting fine, and it's sturdy where it's sitting right now. But as you'll see here, it kind of has a bit of a tension to it. That little pop. I want it to like sit perfect, you know? I don't want any tension between anything. No tension. Ladies and gentlemen, let's relieve the tension in 2025 here. This shot, you can see this little 3D printed electronics box. Oh, and the lips of concentration. Yeah, now that you've seen those, you can't unsee them. Look at those things go, dude. Sheesh. But yeah, that little electronics box, I'd like to make a full-length video on that at some point. Okay, here we go. All of the disgusting tins here with all of the awesome patina, the road grime, the Mad Max, whatever the fuck it's been called. Yes, some people are like, oh man, keep it. It looks so good. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. It does have a nice kind of patina to it. If that's what you're going for, go for it. I don't mind a little bit of rust here and there, but this was not my goal. My goal was always to paint the bike, or like my game plan was always to paint the bike at some point. So here we go. There's kind of the only before shot I had. Yeah, putting some time in on this sandblasting cabinet. It's definitely worth it if you've got some crusty tins like I do. Definitely worth it to potentially invest in some tooling to help with the rust removal and the crust removal to get them to this point. Because it can really save you some time, some headache, etc. I was pretty impressed once I finally got that Harbor Freight sandblasting cabinet dialed. I was pretty impressed with how it was able to work. A little pro tip, I totally fucked up and did not clean the media inside of the tank, I mean, before I started spraying. So I cleaned the outsides with like acetone and everything before I started spraying. But I don't know what I was thinking. I just left everything on the inside and had to clean it out after the paint was dry. And that was that was beyond stupid. Don't do that. So at this point, when you get really ready to like wipe it down with acetone and paint, do yourself a favor and clean that shit out on the inside. Just do it. Just do it. That sandblasting cabinet did not fit this rear fender, so the top of the fender I wasn't able to hit with the cabinet, but I was able to get the inside of it there, or the underside, I should say. So I ended up using like just surface conditioning pads on a 2-inch little die grinder to clean that up, and any other little spot that needed some special attention. Speaking of special attention, oh, she's so cute. Love my Pixie. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support. All right, little acetone speed demon. If you don't have a giant bottle of acetone, go ahead and get you one. That stuff is like, it's great. It's a really great solution to clean things off. It's not as expensive as like isopropyl alcohol or something. Yeah, good stuff. And it's really great for like paint prep. You know, you wipe them down like this. You can blow them off with the air compressor and they're freaking good to go. So I did multiple stages of like prep work. So I would hit them with the sandblasting cabinet to the point of where I thought they were ready to go, bring them inside, hit them with the acetone, find little spots that needed some more attention, and then just rinse and repeat that entire process until I got to this point where I was ready to actually prep the things for painting. And for me, in my setup, because I live outside in God's green earth, or work outside, I should say, I needed a couple different stations. So I needed a drying rack, which is what this trailer is going to be. So there's 3 locations for each tin, or each piece. 1, 2, and then there's going to be a third one hanging on that third beam over there, hanging off those chains just like that. And then in addition to the drying space, I had a painting quote unquote booth, although there was no booth about it. It was just a couple of straps between some trees. But yeah, the importance of like a strong, you don't want to like mess this up or like half-ass it, I guess. Nice strong chains that aren't going to break, bolts all the way in, nice and snug. And then I used like paper towels and tape to cover all the other holes on the parts that were getting painted. Oh, there's the iron head. This, to hang the gas tank, I don't know about you guys, but I get kind of cringy when people paint them and they hang them off the tabs. So I wanted something that would hang from like the gas hole so that the entire tank would get painted, everything. So I don't know, this is like, that was halfway between stupid and genius, but it worked. So I don't know, maybe it's on the genius level. Okay, and then here is the painting booth, quote unquote. So straps between trees, a little carabiner in the middle. The carabiner I zip tied to the straps so that it wouldn't move at all. So that you could just walk over here. Hopefully I'm gonna show it, probably not. But anyway, you would walk over here, grab one of those bad boys. Here we go, all right, let's go. Just like this. So this would kind of be the workflow. Well, a little better than this, but grab it out of the drying rack, walk it over here to the quote unquote painting booth. There we go. And I would be spraying on that. And then I didn't show, but I did have like a third spot inside of the house for prepping before paint. So essentially 3 locations. This is just because of my unique work setup, and perhaps you might need something just like this or similar or whatever, but yeah, definitely think about those 3 things. And they need to be, in my opinion, like 3 separate areas: prep area, painting area, and a drying area. And all 3 of those spots should be able to be like left alone and undisturbed, if that makes any sense, where you can like grab one piece and not disturb the other pieces. Of course, this is probably like catering to people that are new to painting just like me. There might be folks out there who are laughing at this setup, and that's okay. I was laughing at this too. I get it. Speaking on that, if anyone out there does have any critiques for me, anything I've completely fucked up, let me know. This is kind of the first time I really painted anything, like, and did the whole 9 yards. Usually I just like throw paint on and move on with my life, but I wanted to attempt just a nice solid paint job on these guys. And after several sessions of sandblasting, acetone wiping, we've reached this point where they feel pretty darn clean, and I'm confident enough to call them ready to be painted. So I've got the gloves on. We're wiping them down once again with acetone and gonna hit them with the air compressor and call it good. And at that point, we're gonna be ready to throw down the first layer of primer. I will have a part 2 that's gonna be primer, paint, and clear coat. So stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching. All right, peace.